Hello everybody. I know this is awkward, but I'm going to turn it this way because I don't have a tripod to stick over here. But good morning, it is Thursday. Alexa, what's today's date?
It's Thursday, May 22nd.
May 22nd. It is 9:48 and I'm just getting some steps in because I haven't done the bike in like a few days and I just feel like I need to move in a different way. But I do have Zumba today at 2:30 from 2:30 to 3:30. After and I do have, I wouldn't say it's an emergency therapy session, but it's a rescheduled therapy session today at 1 p.m. because I thought I could make it to Wednesday, but that's not happening. And honestly, it's kind of discouraging because it's, well, those of you who go to therapy, you're like, oh, like, I could do this. Like, I could, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've been in some form of therapy my whole life, whether it's physical therapy or mental health therapy or like occupational or whatever, that too. And I'm like, oh, like I could take a break. Like I could, I got this. And then it's like whoosh. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. No, I don't. And that's really discouraging sometimes, but it is what it is, right? And, but my therapist always tells me, she's like, well, if people didn't need therapy, then I wouldn't have a job. So people need therapy. So, but honestly, I've been going pretty consistently for a long time. So maybe one day I'll graduate from it, but today is not that day. Anyhow, I'm just happy she had availability open because, Monday's a holiday. But anyway, also, we have no court today. I don't know why. There was court yesterday. I watched a little bit of it. I don't know. All these science-y experts, I mean, even though it's kind of cool, I'm like, ugh, this is kind of boring. And then yesterday in the morning, it was like this neurosurgeon, brain surgeon guy. Mom, what? I'm vlogging, so don't say the name. But was my doctor who did the pump replacements, were they neurosurgeons?
Neurosurgeons, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so the neurosurgeon also he was saying yesterday, Mom, that he works on the doctor that was testifying. Yeah. That he works on people with brain tumors and movement disorders. Yeah. Would mine, which I was like, I've never heard of that term I've heard of brain tumors, but I never heard of that term in my life. So is mine a movement disorder? What does that mean?
I don't really know. It's probably a very broad term.
Oh, well. Anyway, and I'm like, oh, God. So, but, yeah, if you didn't know that, baclofen pumps are put into, or implanted into people by neurosurgeons. So, because it goes into your, spinal column, like the catheter, and then it's connected. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I could watch this, because that's kind of whatever, so I'll just wait for the summary. But the last 2 days, yesterday and the day before, it's been science-y people. Well, actually, the day before yesterday was the dude who was like, oh, I graduated from the University of Alabama, Birmingham with, like a blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, really? Because that doesn't even exist. And he was like, well, I don't even know. They roasted him. Oh, anyways. But speaking of doctors, my calves are killing me. Oh my god. So I don't know if it's from the 17 transfers, probably just all of it, but I was gonna ask my doctor if I could just get Botox in my calves, because they hurt so bad. And usually they hurt like in the morning, and that's what I've been dealing with lately, is like, oh my god, my legs hurt, you know? But I'm like moving, and usually movement helps sometimes, and I'm like moving, and they still hurt, and I don't know what's going on, but whatever. Try not to worry about it. It's fine. Anyway, but yeah, that's just what we're doing. Yeah, so I don't know why. There's no court, today, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, and then no court Monday, because Monday's a holiday, obviously. So, but I don't know why she would take 2 days off, but anyway. Well, I don't know this to be fact, but the people on the internet, hold on, somebody's calling. So, I don't even know what I was saying before. It's now 10:48, and I'm still getting my steps in. I'm not going to be on here that much longer. But I don't even know what I was saying before. But I just got off the phone with my sleep clinic, or I think they're called a pulmonologist or whatever, because I need my, apparently even though you have a CPAP machine, like you need, like not only the supplies, but you need a prescription for the supplies, and somehow I didn't have an up-to-date prescription, so I couldn't order said supplies, and I called them, I called the doctor, because that's who sends it out, and then I couldn't get a hold of them, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna call today, blah, 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 whatever, and I call, and literally within like 30 seconds, they're like, hey, and I said, hey, well, that's not what they said, but they're like, hi, and she goes, I got your voicemail, but I couldn't call you back because there was no number, and I was like, okay, breathe, you know, and listen, I can understand that, because I get flustered on the phone, but even if there wasn't a, like, even if you clearly couldn't hear what I was saying, my number's in my paperwork. Like, oh my god. Whatever, doesn't matter. Now, that's taken care of. But I mean, luckily they send us supplies, like, all the time, and you don't have to change them, like, I mean, you're supposed to change them, and obviously we do, but, like, they send you, like, not backups, but there's a stockpile, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And so we didn't need them, like, right away, but anyway. Whatever, it's just, and this is why I get frustrated and anxious, because, like, I try to be an adult, and I try to communicate, and I still don't do it right for whatever reason. So, anyway, it's okay. It's done. It's probably still gonna bother me for another hour, though. But whatever. Anyway, what else did I do today? Made some coffee. Chatted with a friend for a little bit, because our high school reunion is coming up, and I paid my ticket to that, so that was fun. I don't know, my cousin, I have two cousins that are my age, because they're twins, and so we have a group chat, and my one cousin, she texted both of us, and she goes, oh, you guys going to the reunion, because there's a whole Facebook group, and I said, yeah. I said, because, not that I have to be convinced to do things, but you guys know that I don't like crowds, and, well, I mean, not that it's crowds, because not everybody goes to the reunion, right, but it's a lot. And so she was like, come on, let's go. It'll be fun. So I'm like, all right, I'll go. And so I sent my money this morning. And I said, I sent my money and you guys better go. And so they're gonna send theirs in too. And then I called my friend to see if she saw the message, because you have to email this one contact person and then send it over and blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm old. 10 years? Oh God. See, I measure my time of what my anxiety was then to what it is now. But if 18-year-old me could see 28-year-old me, she would be like, what? She'd be like, that's our life now? So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've done some cool stuff, and then you get in your head, you're like, oh, what have I accomplished? You're gonna meet up with all these people, and then they're gonna do this, and then they'll be like, oh, well, I'm doing this, that, and blah blah blah. But whatever. I just have to remind myself that my value and my worthiness does not come from stuff like that. What really matters is that, well, I always say that my nieces and my nephew came at the perfect time, because not that I have to answer to them, but as long as I'm there for them, I don't know. I've just always wanted to be an aunt, so it's hey, as long as I'm doing right by them, that's all that matters. And obviously God, of course, too, Because my worthiness doesn't come from whether I did college or I have a job or this or that. It comes from God, and obviously He has a plan, right? I didn't come this far to come this far. And, I've got 4 beautiful nieces and nephews. One of my friends was like, oh, they're up to 4 now? Because everybody gets confused that everything's one person has all 4 kids. And I said, no, each sibling has 2. So, 4. But, yeah. Honestly, in this day and age, worthiness comes from being a good human and just treating other people the way you want to be treated, and being nice, and I don't know, just listen, I'm preaching to the choir here, because in 10 minutes I'm gonna be sad that it's whatever, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up these steps, and then I'll talk to you guys a little later. Hope you're having a good day, though. Hey guys, okay, so it is 11:23, and I got 2 out of my 3 rings done, so that's pretty good. And I've got 5,303 steps and 2.33 miles, so getting some movement back today, and actually my legs do feel a little bit better. My calves don't hurt as much. But I actually do feel really bad because I missed a Zoom class at 10 a.m. today with my teacher from Massachusetts. And I responded to the email. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But she was like, no, it's all good. But I still feel bad. So it is 8:16. It is dark outside. And not only did I miss out on Zumba today at 10 a.m., which, watching back at that now, I'm like, oh, I went on the bike at 9:48. But you know what? I blame the court, because there was no court today. If there was court today, I would have watched court. I would have been sitting there. I would have saw the email. Anyway, But then I also checked the schedule and I didn't have Zumba at 2:30 either. But in other words, I was kind of productive because I ordered a piece of clothing from Old Navy for my niece's birthday party that's coming up. And I'm pretty sure I found the gift that I want to get her too. But other than that, I'm just happy that tomorrow's Friday because today's been a really, really long emotional day / week / just a lot. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.